we are blessed to rediscover the passion for God. And as I dealt with it on last week, God just began to speak to me why I'm doing what I'm doing. And sometimes God got to speak to you to remind you why you're doing what you're doing. You got to rediscover your passion for God. It's not because of your titles. And I thank God that some of you have acquired titles, education, made it to certain heights in life. But you wouldn't have retired from that job if you didn't have some type of passion. Amen. And you got to have a passion. And so last week we did Rediscovering Passion. I want to deal with that part two. But part two, I want to subtitle it, Falling in Love with Jesus all over again. Amen. Falling in love with Jesus all over again. And if you give me a few minutes to finish out my points, I'm going to holler, and then I'm going to sit down. We're coming from Mark chapter 12, and Mark is the smallest of the gospel writers. But it said Mark wrote his gospel first. And when Jesus was traveling those 3.5 years with the disciple, Mark was a little boy. And he followed along. Mark was not a disciple, but he followed the crowd and the multitude that followed Jesus. Usher, you may be seated. And it was time that Mark had fell so in love with Jesus and the disciples that the text said that was the time Mark didn't even have no clothes on, following the multitude. And somebody else told you, I'm going to leave you, and you come out of the house with the shirt in your hand, and you got a shoe, and I mean Jesus just passing by, and he didn't want to be left behind. And when you got a love for something, you don't want to let it get left behind. And so many of us here today, because at some point, whether it was a trial, tribulation, heartache, pain, or death, you fell in love with Jesus because you found the confident hand in Jesus. Maybe it was a layoff, maybe it was a sickness, maybe it was an abusive relationship, or whatever it may be, something caused you to fall in love with Jesus. But after things got better, things smoothed out, you got another promotion, you got another car, you start walking, and you kind of forgot about where your blessing came from. And you bought more than one house, and you had more clothes than you can wear, had 10 pair of shoes you can give away, and you forgot where your blessing. Don't think she's the only one got 10 pair of shoes. I was hoping that spirit was going to kind of bounce around in here and get rid of some of these shoes, amen. Not just at my house, but other houses too. But you got to understand, sometimes God bless us so well that we forget about where our blessing came from. Do I have anybody say, I have to admit, Reverend, sometimes I'm guilty that I said to give God thank you for, I got more house than I can clean, more cars than I can drive, more grass than I can cut. Don't you know, some of you came from a long way. Some of you got bathrooms in your bedroom and you started out in an outhouse. Don't you know God has brought you from a long way? And you got to learn to give God a praise. You got to learn to fall in love with Jesus all over again. As Jesus here ministered to the multitude here, the lawyers and the Pharisees challenged him and questioned him, Sister Tiffany, and asked him, what is the first commandment? Because a lot of people want you to stick to the law, and people will spot check you because you're a deacon over there, Southern Africa. They want you to do everything right because according to tradition, according to the law, you should do this. But Jesus said the first commandment with blessing is to love me. If you don't love Jesus, you can't love folks. So as I realized the people across the street over the project don't care how many degrees we got in here if we can't feed them when they're hungry. The law is good, but sometimes people need to see God inside you. He said, love you with all your mind, heart, body, and strength. And it goes on to say, and the second is to love your neighbor as yourself. The text was read by responsible reading. He said, thou shalt love the Lord God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, all thy mind, and all thy strength. This is the first commandment. They go on to say, and love others as yourself. If you want to be blessed, you first got to fall in love with Jesus. And last week we talked about the passion. And many people come to church, but there's no passion. Sing in the choir, but there's no passion. But DeAndre, if they're in the choir and they're on the front row clapping like this, put on the second row, they ain't got no passion. You got to have some passion for the Lord. You come to church, no passion. Sing the choir, pray. Lead devotional passion. You go to your job and you don't want to be there. You don't have no passion. But when you think about all that God has done for you, nobody should have to make you put your blessed hands together. When you wake up in the morning and your whole house is doing well, nobody shouldn't have to make you say thank you, Jesus. When you look at your family, what God has brought you through, how he kept you, some of you drive an hour to work and an hour back, and you didn't have no hurt, harm, or danger, no accident, that's enough to say thank you. You got children in the military, come home safely from war, that's enough to say thank you. You got children in college in Atlanta, in North Carolina, and they come home every other weekend, no accident, no deal, jumping through the windshield. Don't you know you ought to have a reason to give God some passion? But when you ain't in love with Jesus, you begin to think because you taught them how to take care of themselves. Don't you know there's a lot of folks that know how to take care of themselves, that in a wreck right now, upside down, can't tell them night from day. If it had not been for God on your side, you would have lost your mind a long time ago. You got to learn to fall in love with Jesus. So last week we gave the first 4 points that caused you to lose your passion. Number 1 was an unbalanced schedule. Don't have too much on your plate that you can't spend some time with God. Anybody today, don't raise your hand. God knows some of y'all want to keep it a secret. Or you may be dating somebody else. But if you're dating, they're not going to feel passion if you don't have time for them. Make time for God. You can't have an unbalanced schedule that you give God the leftovers. Your spouse don't want what's left. Work hard on your job, but give them some time too. Don't come cook for everybody at the church, and don't cook around the house. Well, Pastor Macedonia, I was telling ladies, like, this is right, they fed me up. I was small when I first got married. I know you don't believe it, but I was real small. I was smaller. Bigger parts tell ladies, don't bring me no pie and don't leave one at the house. I don't want that joker to come looking for me. Don't take care of other folks and don't take care of the house. I can't go let a compliment on their hair, but you best believe when my wife comes to the beauty parlor, I say her look good too. You gotta understand, you gotta learn to take care. Have a balance there. So many people get too busy for God. I know you make $100,000, $80,000, but don't let that get your eyes off God. So you gotta have a balance there. Number 2, unused talents. I'm talking about when you got talents, you don't use them, you lose them. A lot of you got a lot of great gifts, but you don't use them. Use what God has given you. Everybody has a special gift, Sister Hendricks. Everybody got something they can do for God. Learn to use it. Number 3, we talked about unconfessed sin. And so that unconfessed sin is not you telling everybody your stuff. Let me help you out. Everybody can't handle your stuff. Matter of fact, if you told them, they wouldn't believe it no way. Not the way you be shouting, you did that. But you got to admit it to yourself that you still a wretch. And matter of fact, the Old Testament writer said, your righteousness is as filthy rags. So even at your best, you still a mess. So you got to learn to talk to God and say, God, I need you to help me with what I'm dealing with. Don't ever think you have it together. Don't think you got it all together. Everybody on your road, they didn't tell you, but they got some type of struggle. Look at them. Look at them. Tell them, you got a struggle. Somebody looking up they want them to see him, but it's written all over your face. Everybody got, and so you got to learn to confess your sin to God that already knows and to yourself. And number 4, last week we talked about unresolved conflict. Conflict will not go away. You got to deal with it. And it will not hurt nobody but you. Don't walk around mad at somebody and think it's hurting them. You missing your blessing. And so we pick up today with number 5. We talk about, this week we're going to talk about falling in love with Jesus all over again. You got to have, number 1, you got to have a supported lifestyle. Come on, Dad. Sometimes you lose your passion for God because you're not spending time around people that have a passion like you. I have have people I talk to, but I like to hunt. And I spend a lot of my time talking to other hunters when they're talking about stuff that I like to do. We can talk about tree stands, we can talk about weapons, we can talk about trail camera thing that most people won't know anything about. But we got a passion for it. And when you got a passion for something, you surround yourself by people that support your passions. And when you love God, you got a passion for God, you need to surround yourself around people that got the same passion as you do. You can't say you love the Lord and you don't hang around people that love the Lord like you do. You can't have a passion for God and the people around you are naysayers. You can't say you got joy and you hang around people that complain all the time. You can't say you're going to higher heights and you hang around people that's satisfied with being in the dump. You got to be around people that support your lifestyle. I know you don't want me to go to school because you was a dropout. You don't want me to go to college because you never finished college. But I'm going to surround myself that say, for God I love, around people that say, for God I love, and for God I live, and for God I die. You got to get around people that's trying to go to higher heights. You cannot soar with the eagles hanging out in the chicken coop. Do I have anybody in the building that say, I'm going to wrap myself around people that's tired of tangled up in Jesus? So when I'm down, I don't need them to talk about me, scandalize my name. I need you to tell me, listen, the same way God picked me up, He can pick you up too. You got to have people that have a supportive lifestyle like you. In other words, you need to be around some people that know the Lord for yourself. I was talking to a couple this morning. I didn't get a chance to tell them, but the next section, marriage section, next section, I'm going to tell them, now that you're married, you got to leave some of your single folks alone. Yeah, I know it's been good now through the years. You ain't got to DX them out, delete them off Facebook and all. But that's a crowd of folk that you can't hang with no more. You got to realize you're going to a different place now. If you want to stay where you are, keep hanging with the people you used to hang with. That's the people that hold you back because they'll support a better lifestyle. Ecclesiastes 4:9, it says, it's just based on we got to understand, you got to have people that support your ways, your means, your gifts, your talent in order for you to be better. A lot of people have a desire to do things, but they go tell it to the wrong person. And they kill a dream. So if you want to fall in love with God again, you got to get around people that's in love with Jesus. Number two, not only you got to have a sport lifestyle, but you got to have there must be a purpose that's clear. When you forget the purpose of your life, that's a sure way to kill your passion. Why you fell in love with Jesus the first time? Well, many times you lost the purpose. You got to make sure you got a purpose for being in church, being in this position, having this title. Don't just become a deacon to sit up front, lead devotion. Your job is to help serve. Don't just lead the song and so you can sing and show how well you can sing. You got to be a blessing to somebody else. What is your purpose? I don't want a title, but I want to have a purpose. And if I fall in love with Jesus, I got a purpose that one day I can see Him for myself. That somebody can see God through me, not through my perfection, but through my failure, and how God picked me up, gave me another chance. Don't you know in the midst of everything you do, you got to have a clear purpose. Don't just do it to say we done it. Do it because there's a purpose behind it. And I'm going to tell you, when you fall in love with Jesus, there is a purpose because you realize you can't make it by yourself. You can't live by yourself. You can't even feed yourself because you love God. God shall bless them that love me. Lean not to your own understanding, but trust in the Lord. That's why I love God. It's my purpose. My guess is that people in many churches do things because other folks are doing it. Many people clap when everybody else clap. They stand when other people stand. But what's your purpose? See, people that have a purpose have church in Walmart by themselves. You just ride down 516 and something hits you, just thank you, Jesus. You be on 75 or 16 by yourself singing praise unto God because the purpose is not for the crowd to see me worship. But the crowd is because I'm worshiping God because he done for me. See, when you got a true purpose, you worship God for not what he does, but you worship God for who he is. And when you know God is everything in your life, you know he is a way maker. He's a lily in the valley. He's a shelter for those in the rain. He's a way maker. When you know who God is, you got the right purpose. Do I have reason? Anybody here say, I'm serving God for the right purpose? Not that I can check the block on Sunday, or post a scripture after serving on Facebook, or take a picture and say, church flow on Sunday morning. I got a purpose to give God a praise that if I don't make it to the building, I'm going to praise him on my job. I'm going to praise him in the bed. I'm going to praise him if I got to praise him by my. Do I have about 10 folks in the building say, my purpose is to praise him if I got to praise him all by myself? Passion and purpose go together. When you have a clear purpose, it's going to give you a lot of passion. That's some things I do for my wife because I know it's going to lead to something. Don't think your husband is doing what he's doing. He got a clear purpose behind it. My wife come home and house clean. Don't think I just have nothing else to do. That's the purpose behind it. And so when I do stuff for God, I'm doing it so he can be glorified. If you never pat me on the back, if you never tell me thank you, I'm not doing it for you know how. I'm doing it so one day my child may be sick and I can't make it to the doctor. That's why I'm doing it for the day that if I ever lose my job and don't have money in the bank, the purpose is you said you'll supply my needs according to riches. But I do it because one day, 10 or 20 years from now, my child may be like the child standing in the corner and I want somebody to give him $1 so you go give him a biscuit. There's a purpose behind everything that we're doing. Do I have anybody say, I'm planting some seed that they can grow it tomorrow? There's a purpose behind why we praise God. You gotta love doing what you're doing. Now, not only must there be a clear purpose, Deacon Parker, but you gotta understand, undernourished spirit kill your passion. An undernourished spirit. You can't have a passion for God and you don't know nothing about it. You can't say you love God and don't come to church but once a month. You can't say I'm a passion for God and only read the Bible when we do responsive reading on Sunday morning. Your spirit is undernourished. Now, you ain't missed no meals. And your body is nourished. The same way you feed the physical body, you got to feed the spirit man also. Every day you face all types of circumstances. People conspire against you, Satan is attacking to you, but when your spirit is undernourished, you try to do what Paul said not do in Ephesians, where he said wrestle with flesh and blood. You got to realize that the battle is not yours, but the battle belongs to God. But when your spirit is strong, it's just a matter of time that you know that God will show up and show out. See, when you got a nourished spirit, you just wait on God. And see, waiting on God does not mean he's going to come when you want him to come. But if my big mom was here, she would say, he may not come when you want him to come. But he's always right on time. So in other words, I'm going to praise God. If you don't come today, he may come next week. And if next week comes and you don't come, I'm still going to praise him because if you don't come next week, he may come next month. And if you don't come next month, I'm going to keep on praising thee because he may come next week, next year. If you don't come next year, I'm just going to wait on God and say after a while, he'll show up by and by. Do I have anybody here that have learned that if I fall in love with Jesus, he'll take care of my marriage. If you fall in love with Jesus, he'll take care of my children. If you fall in love with Jesus, he'll take care of your trials and tribulations. Do I have anybody here that say, I fell in love with a lot of stuff. Money's good, but don't fall in love with it. Clothes are good, but don't fall in love with it. Houses and land, that's good. But you better learn to love Jesus first. Because the Bible said, if you love me first, I take care of everything else. That's the first commandment with blessing. See, a lot of you like rules and regulations. Those are good. But you better make sure you love Jesus first. And if you love Jesus first, then you can love your friends and you can love your enemies. Do I have anybody here that's going to love your neighbor as yourself? I may not like you, but I still love you. I don't like what you're doing, but I still love you. You can talk about me, but I still love you. Scandalize my name, but I still love you. Why you love them? Because you serve a God that loves you. He loved you when you didn't pray. He loved you when you didn't give your tithes. He loved you when you didn't come to church. Do I have anybody in the building that's glad that God loved you when you didn't love yourself? That's why you give God praise. Not because we perfect, but we serve a perfect God. I fall in love with Jesus all over again. Why? Because he healed my body. He woke me up, kept me in my right mind. Do I have anybody in the building that can say, if it had not been for God on my side? You got to understand your purpose. And when you fall in love with Jesus, it becomes personal. At church, you become the church. The church is not you worshiping with everybody else. The church is whether they worship or not, I'm going to worship because of what he's done for me. Don't wait until the crowd praise God. You praise him for yourself. Let the naysayers have their debates. And Jesus said, only thing I want you to just love me. Love me with all your heart, Sister Livingston. Love me. I know there's a lot of stuff going on, but if you just love me. See, many times we focus on folks sinning. Leave folks sin alone. Because sin gonna be here till you die. If you start focusing more on Jesus, God will take care of the sin. See, if you just love Jesus, he'll take care of you. Anybody say, I still struggle with sin? But I bet I love Jesus. I still struggle with wrong things in life, but I still love Jesus. And see, some of you didn't want to clap because you don't want to let people know you struggle with sin. But everybody on your road got some sin struggles. But until the day I die, I'm going to love Jesus. I may still struggle. I may not smoke dope, may not smoke cigarette, may not drink alcohol, but there's some sin that you're struggling with. Jesus said, the first command is to stop doing all this. He said, just love me. And you know, I believe in my heart, the more we love Jesus, the more he'll take care of the other stuff. He ain't worried about nothing. All the stuff that we fuss and fight about, Jesus don't even care. Love him. And he said, love your neighbor. And just why he said love your neighbor? Because if you love your neighbor, you won't hurt your neighbor, you won't steal from your neighbor, you won't kill your neighbor because you treat him like yourself. And that's why believers say, if I love them and they loving me, everybody loving each other. Don't have anybody glad that you got a God that loves you. And so we're going to get out of here. Take a little more volume on here. And we're going to get out of here. You got to understand A flat. You got to understand that in this walk of life, you're going to have some ups and you're going to have some downs. You have some people going to be on your side and some people going to stab you in the back. But Jesus said, keep on loving me. You're going to be some people that are going to give and some people that's going to take. But Jesus said, keep on loving me. You're going to have some trials, you're going to have some tribulations. But I dare you to keep on loving Jesus. They're going to talk about you, scandalize your name. But keep on loving Jesus. They're going to pick on your spouse and laugh at your children. But keep on loving Jesus. Because when you love Jesus, you put a force field around yourself. Because when times get hard, those same people that you try to impress, they will not be found nowhere. They won't pay no bills. They won't give you a ride. They just keep on talking about you. But when you love Jesus, he'll send somebody your way to pick you up on side the road. When you love Jesus, he'll send somebody to take you to put food in the refrigerator. Do I have anybody in the building that say, I tried people, I tried money, I tried education, but everything else let me down? But when I called on Jesus, I found out that he'll never let me down. He done it for mom. He done it for daddy. He done it for big mama. And I'm a living witness that he'll do it for you. How you know he'll do it for you? Because he done it for the blind man. He done it for the lady that was sick. And he done it for the Hebrew boys. And there's about 10 folks in the building that just want to tell their story and say he done it for me. Anybody been sick and God healed your body? Anybody lost a job and never missed a meal? Anybody was ready to give up on life, but God gave you joy? I'm not talking about no play joy. I'm talking about joy that the world didn't give and the world can't take away. I came to fall in love with Jesus. Why should I love him? Because he healed the sick and raised the dead. He had a short life, only lived 33 years. But in those 33 years, the last 3.5 years, he took 12 boys to change the whole world. He told us, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and not some things, but all things shall be added unto you. So if you want more stuff in your life, you seek more Jesus, and the more Jesus you seek, the more God will supply all of your needs. I know you got trouble in your life, but I got to serve you. Notice right now, trouble don't last always. God is a battle act in the time of battle. He's a way maker in the time of trouble. I wish I had somebody on your road that you'll give a high five to, that you tell him God will work it out. God will make a way. If you're not too bad and bougie, grab somebody by the hand and grab him and rock him and shake him, and tell him you grab him the hand of somebody that's blessed. Look at somebody else and tell him you want to know what a miracle look like. Look at me. I've been through the storm and rain, but I made it. I had trials and tribulations, but I made it. How you know you don't make it? Because we raised Mary from the dead. You can make it. If he healed Jairus' daughter, you can make it. But I got to take my seat off the Jones. But I got to tell you one more thing. The story I got to tell you, it took place on a Friday and concluded on a Sunday. But what happened? They killed him Friday, but early on Sunday morning, he got up with all power in his hand. So whatever you're going through, the psychologists are good, the friends are good, but I dare you to just love Jesus. He'll walk with you, he'll talk with you, he'll tell you that I am his own, and the joy we share and we carry there, none other has ever known. Love Jesus. Fall in love with Jesus. And God will take care of everything else.